Hello viewers, and welcome to Darkest Dungeon. I have an apology to make. I was all excited, I probably got you all fired up at the end of the last episode. I was like, yeah, time for the Darkest Dungeon, finally. And you know what? When I upload the videos, I'm going to upload this one and the next one at the same time, so that you won't get all fired up from the end of the last video and then flip forward to this one and be like, oh, what the hell is this? Because we're not doing the Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, here's the thing. I was looking at our people. You can see I bought them the improved armor, and we're all ready. We're raring to go. And then I was like, wait a second. Durandal has Fengophobia. That's not great. And Dismas has that prone to investigating the dark arts thing, and I don't want him to have that going in here. I don't know what we're going to see in here, but that can't be good. So I decided we're going to take another week. We're going to wait on Durandal once again. And we're just going to do something else. Also, restraining padlock. I don't need another restraining padlock. I have no use for a second restraining padlock. We might get lucky and have this reroll into a better orange. I think what we're going to do instead is kill the Brigand 12-pounder. This also is an orange we don't need. None of the things that came up are oranges that I have any particular value for. We don't have one of these, but also I don't think it's very good. The game really puts a lot of value on plus crit percent. It values crit percent way more than it values all the other stats, and I think it misestimates the value. It's overvaluing it a bit. So the trinkets that have plus crit on them are often quite bad. This isn't good either, but whatever. And this will get us some deeds. And listen, I'm not saying that we're likely to end up getting 25 deeds out of this dungeon. I'm just saying that it's possible. And if we did that, we could go into the Darkest Dungeon with maxed out weapons as well. That would be cool. Wouldn't that be cool? So, yeah, we're going to do this instead. We will go. We will go to the Darkest Dungeon. Believe me, I'm extremely excited. But we're going to do this first. Yeah. Bring a couple of these. We'll call it there. That's fine. I did spend a lot of money upgrading stuff, but obviously if we were actually low, we could just sell off a whole lot of trinkets.
The wild whispers of heresy roused the rabble to violent action. Such was the general air of rebellion that even my generous offer of gold to the local constabulary was rebuffed. To reassert my rule, I sought out unscrupulous men skilled in the application of force. Tight-lipped and terrifying, these mercenaries brought with them a war machine of terrible implication.
Yep, so a lot of these are stories about how he kind of gave over to the dark side. And let's note that among them is a story about, first of all, bribing the police, and secondly, turning on the masses and using violence to...
The smell of sulfur and gunpowder hangs in the air. The war machine is close.
Not that I'm saying, that has any direct social relevance. Just pointing it out. Okay, so we actually have two rooms that are equally distant from our starting room. Fortunately, we also have that scouting trinket, so we're very likely to know which one's which by the time we get over there. Screw you. Yeah, let's just make sure.
The fiend falls. A faint hope blossoms.
That's not a kill. Oh. Her damage range was 6 to 13 and she did 7. There were such good odds for a kill there. And now we're taking extra damage for no reason. Okay, not like a lot of extra damage.
Onslaught. Destroy them.
He got 1 extra attack and he did 3 damage. I guess that's not that bad. Alright, big crit. Okay, or just high enough base damage. Whatever. But this is a pretty powerful party. We have a lot of good items now. The crescendo box is really nice. Most of the items that give plus 20% damage also give some kind of debuff that will make you very sad. And it's nice that the crescendo box does not. And In fact, it has a little bit more buff on it.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Sadly, she's going to get a turn unless this is a very big, impressive crit. No, in fact, it's sort of the opposite of that. Yep, and she's going right for the person who's most stressed out, which they generally do.
Confidence surges as the
Okay,
enemy
I'm not too worried about the slimes. We have frontline fighters of efficacy such that I am not at all concerned.
A decisive pummeling.
Okay. A little bit of stress relief.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Ooh. Wait a tick. Let's, we got a couple of traps that our bounty hunter can disarm. Alright, it looks like we are, in fact, going all the way back here. Oh. I was holding W so that we would disarm the trap as soon as we approached it. But you can't do that in front of a door. It doesn't work that way. Alright. Wow. Also some busts. What will we discard for the other one? Yeah. Or do I want to just get rid of the busts? Yeah, let's do that. Let's be safer. I still really don't have a lot of use for busts. Like, they're just not very good. It is important to get a couple of upgrades in the sanitarium because you really do want to have some patient cells opened up. You want to be able to put a couple people in. But we've got enough upgrades to it that it's perfectly effective as a facility right now. Okay. Of course, I prefer it when the secret room is toward the end of the dungeon. But something tells me we'll live. We'll get by. He has lost so much stress now. Yeah, I don't care about that.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
It's true that I could have camped there, but I have no intention of camping until right before the boss. Lucky crit. We have, like, pretty good crit chances now. She's at over 20% crit with that dagger throw. He resisted the move. Nice. Ooh. That would have been a good thing to dodge. I don't know what the stun chance on that is, but it's definitely high. I don't think I've ever seen it fail. Alright, that's what I was hoping for. Because now we can get a hew off that will still deal reasonable damage. I usually go for the dagger throw for the impact damage, but this guy has enough prot that the blight darts are pretty attractive. Okay, not bad. Also not bad. Alright, and he's dead. Fantastic. We'll just do the normal thing we do, kind of run out the clock for an opportunity to throw some heals around.
Has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Do I want anti-venom more than I want medicinal herbs? Yeah, medicinal herbs are probably... If I can find one curia to use them on, they're going to end up being more valuable. Health-wise. Although, I suppose it is true that anti-venom is preventive, while medicinal herbs only heal damage that's already done. Don't want to poke my head out and grab this as I walk past. Yeah, probably. We'll just... Alright, you guys. We really do want to find one of those food curios now. Yeah. A discarded corpse would be wonderful. We can find food in here. We didn't, but we could have. Obviously, Jade is just worse than this. I don't think I'm going to discard anything for, in order to hold on to Jade or Citrine right now. We'll walk down here in search of curios. Still don't care about the citrine, even though at this point it would have been 500 gold worth of citrines. I wish I had gotten these hallways scouted so I would know whether I need the shovels or not. Well, that's right, we have a stack of paintings. That's not a hard decision, actually. We've generated a battle. Monsters have entered the hallway behind us. Oh, okay. It's not a very difficult battle. Oh. She is unable to kill a maggot by herself. That's interesting. No particular reason to slow roll it there.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
I would like to have a torch left so that I can retorch right as I enter the boss room. Gosh, I wish we had some more food. Alright, we're gonna drop this. We have that sun rain, right? So I want to have over 75 light when I enter the boss's room. So we camp in the room before the boss, and then we torch right before the door. Okay, this is what I was hoping for. We are totally going to drop these for 10 food. That's awesome. All right, now I feel secure again. I probably should be doing flashing daggers there, but I do really want to make sure I kill the spider.
A devastating blow.
Those spiders can't actually crit for a significant amount.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Alright, and we are not torching before the door to activate our sun ring here, because we want to do it on the boss, like I said.
Masterfully executed.
Okay. Just one piece of it. She's real sassy. She always has a lot of stuff to say. She's kind of a dick to her party members. She's sort of hitting on women while murdering them in the forest. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is she's a real character. She's a card, that one. Kind of a horrifying card. Not a lot to say about combat. I haven't really been talking about our combat decisions because at this point, if you're this deep into the Let's Play, I figured you probably have the idea by now. 9. It is worth noting that she's not wearing any plus damage gear.
Reeling, about to break.
She has a lot of good bleed resist, by the way. She has a lot of utility trinkets on, and so she doesn't have any.
Success so clearly in view.
We'll check the camp. We'll check the
Is
tent
it
in the morning.
merely a trick of the light?
I don't have room for the for the loot right now. Alright, so you have 4 damage on you. Well, I think buffing up is a good idea. Let's. Oh, I didn't buy camp skills for most of these guys. I forgot. So do we want to prevent an ambush? Probably, right? So this won't actually do anything other than preventing the ambush, but I think that that's worthwhile. Alright. And then we buff and buff. So accuracy and crit buffs. And then we have time for another thing. I guess this. Yeah. Alright, that seems fine. Strong and powerful.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
We actually didn't get the scout. I just realized. Wow. That's pretty good. How many deeds did we have to find in the dungeon to... I think it was 25. So it would have been more than 4 stacks that we had to find in the dungeon in order to have enough to upgrade the thing. Yeah. A pipe dream, but we did get a lot of the way there. So this is bad. If we guess wrong, we're not going to have enough light to activate the sun ring. Well, I guess this way. Oh, okay. More torches. Never mind. Everything's cool. Thank you, game. Oh no! A slavering ghoul! I'm concerned about that. Who says I'm not? Okay, that was pretty good. I'm happy about that outcome. Let's prevent this guy from taking a turn. The leper, I'm sure, will be able to kill him. We'll try with this guy. Alright, the leper can focus his considerable energies here. Howl is annoying. It reduces your current light level by quite a lot.
Singular strike.
Nicely done. Please don't howl again. Ah, you dick. He's totally metagaming. He absolutely knows what he's doing. What a dick.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
We actually are going to get kind of close on the deeds. Okay, we found him. They're shocked. I didn't realize that you could surprise a boss battle. That's the first time I've ever seen that, I think. So, it's really important to make sure that the fuse man goes down, but I don't know that it's worth using Booty's turn on it, because we can kill him with... He does have 21 dodge. Yeah, you know what,
Well struck.
let's be sure. Booty wasn't that likely to get the kill in one hit, and I want to make sure that he goes down for reasons that are obvious to anyone who's ever fought the cannon before. Alright, so this fight is all about control. You will have plenty of time to kill the boss. You must make sure that you keep the fight under control. So the cannon calls for reinforcements. Here's the deal. If the fuse man gets his turn, you'll notice he has minus 19 speed. He is the last person to take a turn, always. If the fuse man gets to take a turn, he will light the cannon. The cannon will go off on its turn at the beginning of the next round, and it will do horrible, horrible, devastating damage to your entire party. You do not want the cannon to go off. So, the fuse man always must die. In addition, the cannon has 75 health, 70% prot, and it is immune to debuffs. Look at that, 220% debuff resist. You cannot lower the cannon's prot with your fancy marks and whatnot. You're just going to have to chip it down a couple points at a time from 75. That's just the way of things. Wow, great string of crits. So, you're chipping the cannon down. It takes a lot of attacks to bring the cannon down. That being the case...
Precision and
Wow,
power.
you did 5 damage with Hugh? You are such a boss. I considered marking it, but you never know when you're going to get the opportunity to actually take the cannon. so it's a little hard to rely on marks for bonus damage. So every time he calls in reinforcements, he will call in the Fuse Man and 1 or 2 enemies. 1 or 2 additional. Just barely. We're actually doing a lot of damage to it very quickly.
Quakes.
Man, we got it down to 2/3 already. This fight is usually a long, difficult grind. And I mean, I'm sure you can see why. Oh no, one of them got a turn. And we've been really lucky so far that we've been getting good speed rolls and lots of crits. Usually, you do take damage from the Brigands while you're fighting it. We've been very, very lucky. This is going well. We just have to not get overconfident. Oh, sorry. It summons the Fuseman plus 0 to 2 extra enemies. Sometimes it's just the Fuseman, and on those turns, you get to deal a ton of damage. Yeah, get him. How much damage does this gain's 90? You know what? It is worth marking him. The way this is going. If we get to hit twice on the mark target, then it's better for your long-term damage to mark than not to. We should get to hit the mark target twice. Ooh, that was low. It's possible that our Vestal will hit for 6 and not get the kill there. It's also possible for him to dodge. He hasn't dodged yet, but he does have quite a bit of dodge. Okay, well, I guess this is going to go down really easily. We're in great shape, and we probably will continue to explore the dungeon. Wow, 6. Harsh. Taking a little bit of a chance there by not attacking the Fuse Man with every available attack. It's possible that he could have gone on a dodge string, or our Hugh could have missed entirely. Booty's not... Wow. Booty's not at optimal effectiveness right now, but I'm not going to begrudge her that impressive string of crits.
Our family crest is once again a symbol of strength.
Okay. So let's figure this out. These are worth $7.50 each, because these are the ones with the sort of rusty... I don't know that we're going to pick these up. Right? Because let's use the torch.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
So I could drop the emeralds. Okay, there's a blockage there, but we don't care about it. Okay, so we can drop our shovels. And then, is anything here worth less than $7.50? If I drop one of these for an emerald and then find another emerald, I'm going to feel a little bit silly. Obviously, we don't have any open trinket slots to jam them into. By the way, Stunstone. I have not found any of the higher varieties of generic stun trinket. There's a normal quality one and a green quality one that I'm aware of, at least. There might be a blue as well. And we haven't found any of them, so I'm using a garbage Stunstone on our Vestal, because we want stun chance. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna bother picking up either of those. We are going to continue adventuring. We are now at 24 deeds. I think if we find any more deeds, we might actually be able to finish upgrading our blacksmith before we go into the darkest dungeon. We're certainly going to give it a try. We're gonna come get this back up, and then we're going to go through this hallway. We're not going to have very much light left by the time we get there. Treasures? Okay, we did find more emeralds, so gamble paid off. We've now completely capped our gold stacks as well, so if we find more gold, we're going to have to do some figuring. Oh, I'm so close. So close to the darkest dungeon. I'm very excited, you guys. Okay, this isn't so bad. A little bit of a gamble on a crit there. No such luck. He's going to generate a new one. That's okay. I think we probably have it under control. Yeah. Yeah, lepers with some damage ups, and they get really good. The leper is, I think, one of the least impressive classes at the low end, but they really do get very impressive. Oh, leave him alive though.
Their cursed champion falls.
He just wanted to let his friend get the killing blow. Okay, so is anything here less valuable than starting another stack of gold? I might... Yeah, I'm going to toss these. I don't want to toss our food just yet. There's too much walking to do. We may yet experience a hunger event. Okay, that's like completely irrelevant. I don't care about that even a little bit. Come on, stack of deeds. Damn it, slow draw. Slow reflexes. That is both better and worse than slow draw. Nothing? Alright, we're doing this fight. We're doing this fight in close to total darkness. That curio is not can I just leave combat in the middle? No, I have to finish the combat. Alright. Fair enough. I guess I see why. Well, maybe we'll get some as a reward for this battle. You do get loot at the end of battles. Come on, shuffler up front. Yeah. And then, yeah, he just has his way with one of these guys. Rain in the Forest. He's really into single-line poetry. He's into poetry, but he has crippling asthma that prevents him from reciting long lines. So, you know, it's nice to know that these characters have sort of a rich inner life. That's annoying. He's going to have to get de-stressed, probably. Where'd that take him to? 56? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to take a guy into a dungeon with 56 stress. Oh, mercy. Why? He's in a little bit of trouble. We might be in a little bit of trouble here. 0. Shit, man. Okay, well, at least the blight stuck. Try to get... Okay. Alright, I feel like we've made it out. He's no longer in danger.
Unforgiving.
Yeah, okay, that's a pretty high chance for the blight to land, actually. Deets.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Okay, well, this is quite a... Man, look at... What a haul. What a haul, you guys. I'm very happy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know those days when you go into a poisoned mushroom forest and one of your friends gets nearly rent asunder by terrible fungus-infected human corpses? And you just feel like everything's coming up roses? You know that feeling? I think everybody can identify with that. 38 deeds we found there. He developed a real hard-on for those fungus monsters, apparently. Okay, she has to get Nymphomania and Lethargy.
In time,
You'd think-
you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
You would think that the latter would make it difficult to engage in the former. Yeah, sadly, they did in fact remove his rabies. Oh well. I didn't quite know how to tell them. Yeah, if you could just not treat the horrible rabies though. All right. Who was it that got? It was the Vestal, right? Who needs to be undiseased? Yeah. She's gonna lose her rabies too. I'm less concerned about that. All right, so we could do that. Let's get the important thing done though. The final blacksmith upgrade. I cannot believe we did that. We ended up 13 deeds over, actually. I was misremembering some number. Do we have any use for deeds at all? The stagecoach, I guess? Yeah, we could upgrade the stagecoach, so if somebody dies, we have a better chance of replacing them with an appropriate class. Let's talk a minute about how we're doing on the town. So 100% on the guild, 100% on the blacksmith. Those are both very important. The survivalist still needs to get pushed up. That's a pretty significant cost. And it's just, all it does is remove a little bit of gold cost. The tavern isn't all the way upgraded yet. We don't use the tavern very often because I'm not a fan of some of the bad things that can happen. You can, while gambling, win really cool trinkets. That is a real thing. The Abbey could use a couple more upgrades. Probably. It's not a big deal. We don't use the transept very often. I don't use the penance hall almost at all. The sanitarium could stand. We could get another cell in each wing. We could reduce, like, this will definitely get. In fact, we'll just go ahead and get it now.
Experimental techniques and tonics can overcome things a sharpened sword cannot.
True story. The Nomad Wagon could be showing us more trinkets. Again, let's go ahead and just...
Rarities and curios. Sold at a profit, of course.
Well, yeah, Nomad's got to eat. Alright. Alright. Let's do it now. Let's see what they're cool with. The Hand of Light. Lawbringer. Oh, that looks like it would do the job. Thunder and lightning. And the wolf's tooth. Alright. 4 adventurers. I don't know if they're ready, but I do know they're as ready as they're getting. So come back next time when, yes, finally, no more stalling. It's time. We enter the darkest dungeon.